Hi guys, welcome to another makeup diary video. This is going to be the third one that I'm filming so far. I haven't even posted my second one before I started filming this, but I figured, you know what, might as well just keep going with it because hopefully you guys like the second one. I know you guys like the first one, so maybe this will just become a regular thing. Now, I know I call it a weekly makeup diary. Maybe I will change the name of it because I feel like it's not very catchy. Like, it's very obvious what I'm doing, but it doesn't get a lot of clicks. So if you have a better idea of a name for this series that is clickbaity without being clickbait, let me know. I'd like for these to get some more views because they're super fun to do, and I feel like if people were to give them a chance, they would possibly enjoy them. I don't know. Let me know what you think. So basically what I do in these videos, if you're new to them, I show you every single look that I've done in the past like 7 days or so. So I'm going to include 7 looks in this video as well. I will tell you everything that I'm wearing, kind of give you some quick rundowns and reviews of them, and just show you a lot of makeup products and everything that I use, so you actually get to see the things that I use on a daily basis, because for the most part I review eyeshadow palettes and I don't really talk about the rest of the products that are on my face or like what I'm generally using outside of the eyeshadow palette. So that's what this video is going to be about. So I think we should just go ahead and get started. I'm going to actually do it in order this time and not jump all over the place like I usually do. So let me start with the base products that I'm wearing. No one's going to be surprised. I'm still wearing the same stuff. I'm wearing my Very Valentino Perfecting Foundation. I love this. I think it is so good. I do have oily skin. I am a light right now and I have mine in the shade LN3. This lasts super well on me. It's a medium coverage, I would say. Can definitely be built up kind of foundation with a very natural finish, but after I set it with powder, it lasts perfectly all day. I can wear this for a solid like 16 hours and it still looks great at the end of the day. So I love that foundation so much. For my concealer, I'm still using the same one. I'm using the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. Why do these always have to have such long names? Like, I feel like I stumble over my words all the time when I try to say these, but this one is really, really nice. It's super easy to blend out. It's very lightweight while still having a lot of coverage, and I feel like it just looks really good under the eyes. My powder that I've been using is also the same one that I've been using for the past 3 years or so. It's the Wet n Wild Loose Setting Powder. I can't get enough of this. It's so affordable. It works so well. It just sets my face. It does a good job, and I don't really have to think too hard about it. I did go back to my Ofra for bronzer. Usually I've been wearing the Super Shock bronzer from Colourpop, and I've been really liking that in the past couple of videos that I've done, but I went back to this one just because I wanted to get some more use out of it. This is a Pure Glow Finishing Powder in the shade Deep. I've mentioned this before, but this isn't really a bronzer, but the Deep Setting Powder from Ofra works so well for me as a bronzer because it is kind of luminous and has a bit of a satin finish. It's not too pigmented because like it is meant to be a finishing powder, so it's really nice for bronzer if you want like a more subtle kind of sun-kissed bronzer. I think this is really, really nice, and I can't stop using this. I feel like I think I've hit pan on this. Like, you can't really see it, but I can see kind of like the bottom of the pan with a little circle, so I've used this one a lot. Brow products are still the same. I'm using the West Barnes & Co. brow pencil as well as the brow pen. If you're looking for a brow pen to like do hair-like strokes with, don't sleep on this, please. It is so good. It hasn't dried out on me, and I've had this for probably 4 months now, and I use it every single day. So this is a really good investment if you want a nice brow pencil, because I feel like a lot of the ones, or brow pen I should say, like the flicky thing, I feel like a lot of these just dry out so fast, and I haven't had any problems at all with these drying out. This is my second one that I repurchased, and I just love these. I also really like the brow pen, but you don't need this. I mean, you can use any brow pen you want, but I like the weight of this. It makes me feel really bougie when I wear it because it just feels really nice in your hand. It has a really nice spoolie on it and a very sharp tip. If you're looking for good brow products, this is a brand that I feel like is very slept on. Now let's get into the more fun stuff, because everybody likes, at least me, color cosmetics. Like, that is my favorite. So for my blush today, I pulled out this one from Flower Nose, and I love this. This is from the new Strawberry Rococo collection. I do have a video on this. I can link down in the corner if you want to see it, but I just cannot get enough of like the packaging on these things. They're so beautiful, and just the embossment in it, I don't even know if you can see that, but it is so pretty, and I've used this quite a bit and you can still see it very, very well. And I feel some sort of way when I use this, and I just want to use it every day, but I have a lot of things in my collection, so I can't really do that. My highlighter today, I figured I'm still working on my 3-look video with the Alice in Wonderland collection from Sigma, so I did pull out the face palette because I'm still kind of testing this out. I keep forgetting it because I put it in my box of things that I'm kind of reviewing, but I'm using the highlighter in here and I like it okay. I like the blush more than I like the highlighter. I find the highlighter to be maybe a little subtle for what I like, and it's not my absolute favorite highlighting formula, but it's okay. Like I said, it's not my favorite, but I like the blush more than I like the highlighter, but it is what it is. For my eyeshadow look today, I just started filming my first look with the Pat McGrath, I always forget the name of this, Celestial Nirvana palette, and I like this look quite a lot. I think it's nice. I definitely had the same thoughts about this palette that I did when I did my first impression, as I feel like the mattes are beautiful, they're really nice, the shimmers are pretty meh. But I know when I did that video, a lot of people said that these are the kind of shimmers that they like, and I totally get that. Like, makeup is so personal, and if you love these kind of shimmers that are kind of just a very basic shimmer formula but looks really nice on the lid, doesn't enhance texture, wears really well, then this is a perfect palette for you. For me, I'm looking for just a little bit something else. Like, I wish there was a little bit of sparkle in them, or just, I don't know, I just feel like I wish I could spice it up with something else. You know, I feel like I just feel like something is missing. I did pull in my Blend Bunny Noctilucent palette for my brow bone highlight and my inner corner because I felt like the palette didn't really have that. So I'm using this pink shade in the middle here called Phenomena, and I think it is really, really pretty. And I'm tempted to just tap that like over the lid, but I don't want to. You know, I want to wear this palette the way it was meant to be worn, or the way that the shadow is so meant to be worn, just so I could see how it like actually wears and stuff. So I'm not going to mess with that anymore, but I'm tempted, so tempted to like just do something extra to like spice up the shimmer on the lid, because I feel like it needs a little oomph, but it's fine. I'll be okay. In my waterline, I have an eyeliner from Colourpop. I'm using Crybaby. It's just a lavender. My lip combo today is from Colourpop. To begin with, I'm using the lip liner in Oh Snap. This is probably one of my favorites in the whole collection that they have. I'm still using the gloss from Ofra. I talked about this in the previous video. I've been really liking this. This is a collection that they came out with to support breast cancer, and I really like this one. This one is in the shade Love, and it's just a beautiful pink. It's not super pigmented, but it definitely has a little bit of pigment to it. It's not sticky at all. It's very comfortable. It just looks really nice on the lips, so I've just been kind of reaching for this on days where I'm like, I don't know what to wear. I just want something pink, so I've just been putting that one on. And then to finish off, I'm wearing a Auric pair of lashes. I'm using the Style Clouded, and I'm using the full lash that I had to cut a little. I don't know why I went to like show you the empty compact, but this is Samantha Ravindal's brand, and this is her lashes. I've been really liking them. I think my lash application today is okay. Like, this eye is literally perfect. Like, I wouldn't change a thing, but this one I feel like the angle that I put them on is not perfect. Like, this one is sticking out more and this one is curved up more. I can never seem to get them right, but other than that, they're looking fine. I'd give myself like a 7.5 out of 5 today, or 7.5 out of 10 today. I think they're okay. I don't think anyone's gonna look at me and be like, oh, your lashes are so wonky. Like, this eye is the only one that's like kind of annoying me a little bit, and I can feel it, and I have a long day, and hopefully I'm not gonna be tempted to like rip them off, but I think they look fine. I think they look okay. So that is everything that is on my face today. In the next looks, I'm probably going to keep it a little bit quicker, because I will most likely be wearing the same face products, because that is what I usually do. My base is usually always the same, and then I will switch out like the fun stuff, because that excites me a lot more than trying new concealers and foundations and powders, because I just want something that works, and then I can spend more time on the things that I enjoy. So that's going to be it for look number 1. Let's just get into the next look. And this is the second look with the Pat McGrath palette. I like this look, I will say. I had quite a bit of fallout with that green shade, and I don't know how that happened, because usually I don't get fallout with matte shades, so right now I feel like I have green everywhere. But I think I covered it up with my highlighter enough that you can't really see it, but I like this look, and I decided not to do lashes today. And once you're used to lashes, it's so hard to not do lashes, I swear to God. But I'm one of those people, let me know if you're the same, but I'm one of those people who I cannot put on my lashes after I put on my mascara, because I just find that my lashes are so in the way, and it throws me off. So once I've started putting on mascara, I can't put on lashes. So that's where we are today. I did, of course, use my Benefit Bath Gal Bang, because it is my favorite mascara of all time, and I guess I need to buy a new one because I feel like it's starting to dry out on me. and I don't like how my lashes look today. It could also just be because I'm so used to wearing my lashes that now I'm like, it's just not enough. So very sad, but I had a feeling that I would get to this point, and I feel like that's where I'm at. For my lip combo today, I'm using the Natasha Denona My Perfect Nude. I don't even know what the name of these are, but it's from the My Perfect collection. Really like these. For my face, everything else is the same as the first look, except I did use a different blush today, and I'm still using the At First Crush palette from Colourpop. I've been loving this. I'm wearing the coral shades today. I think it is so beautiful. My highlighter today is from, is anybody surprised? The Noctilucent palette, and I'm using the yellow shade, which is my favorite. This one is called Enlighten. In my waterline, I tried another one of the eyeliners from About Face. I don't know why I've just not been using these. I think I just kind of put them away in my eyeliners and I forgot that I had them. So this is the blue one in the shade Sad Girl. Why is it called Sad Girl? I don't know, but it's a beautiful blue and I really like it. And I guess I should mention my liquid liner too, because I didn't do that in the first look. I don't think, I just kind of take it for granted. It's one of those products that I just like always use, but I never talk about. So this is the DHC Cosmetics liquid eyeliner. It is my favorite. They sell it on Amazon. I will try to link as many things as I can down below. I probably am not going to be able to link everything, but at least like the base products that I use almost every day, I'll make sure I link those and like the palettes that I'm using. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I did today. I'm trying to look at my face and seeing if I forgot something, but I think that's it. And I like this look, but I'm not sure how I feel about this palette yet. I've still kind of, honestly, I've made up my mind, and I guess I can talk about that in the review, but I'm not like in love with this. And I feel like I sort of wasted my money, but it's not a bad palette. I know that probably doesn't make any sense, but yeah, I'm gonna sum it up a little bit better in the review that I did. So I'm gonna do one more look with this. Probably not gonna be the look I film tomorrow. I did get the Glam Light collection in, like the Barbie collection. I might film with that, so that might be my next look. But we'll see. I'll check in with you guys when I've done another one. Okay, let's see if I know how to speak again. So, some of you might not know this. I've probably already talked about this in the video, but I'm currently recovering from COVID and I haven't worn makeup in, this is my 8th day, I think. So it's been over a week since I did my makeup, and I was like, I need to start practicing again, because do I even know how to do makeup? And do I even know how to speak again? Because I have not been talking a lot the last week. And you can probably hear it in my voice that I'm not 100%, but honestly, I feel good. So I really wanted to play with this new collection from Oden. You've already seen a video with this, I'm sure, but I'm using the Christmas Eve palette, like I said, from Oden, and this palette is currently available. Isn't this so beautiful? Like, this is such a fun color story, and I knew as soon as I got this in my hands that even if I'm sick, I'm gonna film with this, because this is so pretty. Like, this is one of the most fun color stories that I've ever seen for a holiday release, and I'm so excited to have this in my hands. I really wish I had more time to play with this, because there's so many things that I want to do with this, and I know I'm not going to have the time, but I'm gonna thoroughly enjoy this look, you know, for the day, because I'm gonna wear this for the rest of the day. And yeah, I think it looks beautiful. Like, I love this look, if I can say so myself. It's one of the most interesting, I feel like, color combinations and looks that I've done in a very long time, and I think this turned out so good. So for my base, I'm using basically all of the things I think that I've used in the rest of the video. I tried not to use anything new because honestly I want to keep this clip as short as possible. For my face, I'm using the Natasha Denona My Cheek Trio, my Dream Cheek Trio. Wow, that's hard to say. And I'm using the blush, and I'm also using the highlighter, but I was like, I don't think the highlighter is intense enough, so I went over it with my Blend Bunny palette. And I used the yellow shade that I always use, and this is the shade called Enlightened. I also have this on my brow bone. Obviously, all the eyeshadows are from Oden. My liquid liner is from DHC Cosmetics. It's the one that I always use, and my lashes today are from Unicorn Cosmetics. These were in the Unicorn Wings carton, but I don't know if these are the actual Unicorn Wings lashes. I can't tell you for sure, and I don't want to promise anything because, like I said, I just don't know for sure. My lip combo today, I wanted to keep it mostly kind of cool tone, so I used a lip liner from Colourpop. This is in the shade Cool BFF. The more I use this, the more I'm like, I don't really like this color on its own. It makes me look dead. And even though I feel kind of dead, it's not how I want to look. So I did go over it with a gloss, and this one is from Linda Hallberg. It's the Latex Fever Liquid Lipstick in the shade Dusty Pink. I've had this for such a long time. This is a beautiful gloss formula. I don't know if this is expired. I probably should have like smelled this. I can't really smell that much right now, but it smells, I think it smells fine. And it feels fine on the lips, and I thought it would just like go very nicely with what I have going on today. And these earrings are from Ana Luisa if you are curious. So I think that's basically, I love this look. Can I just say, I think this turned out so good. And my lashes today, for not having put on lashes in over a week, I think they're pretty much perfect. Like, I hate saying that, but I'm gonna give myself a 9 out of 10 today on my lash application. Like, these look really nice, and I think this look is beautiful. And I'm so excited to play with the other palette in the collection. That's probably what I'm gonna be using tomorrow. So you'll probably see that look coming up. But yeah, I love this look. And here is the look with the other palette from Oden. This is the Merry Christmas palette. I can honestly say that I love both of these palettes so much now. I think that they are beautiful, and this one performed so, like, look at that shimmer. Look at both of those shimmers. Like, I used this shimmer on the front portion of my lid. It is stunning. It is definitely a multi-chrome. It's very similar to the formula that I did in collaboration with them. If you have that palette, you know the multi-chrome that I have had in my palette. Very, very similar. It is stunning. And I used some of the mattes. I used this matte, this matte, this matte. I also used this shimmer and this shimmer. So I feel like I used quite a bit in this palette to create this look, even though it doesn't look like I have that many colors on my eyes. Maybe it does, but I think it looks beautiful. And I'm really happy to be wearing this the rest of the day. For my blush today, I'm wearing one from Pat McGrath. I'm wearing the shade Cherish. I think this is so beautiful. I really want to pick up the, I don't know how many times I've said this, but I really want to pick up one of the holiday palettes that are currently on, not on sale, but you can actually buy them now. So I might pick up one of them. Should I put on a little bit more blush? I feel like maybe I should. I always feel like after I'm done with my makeup, if I do my blush first, I can go in a little bit heavier on the blush because my eyes are so intense that it kind of balances out. For my highlighter today, no one's surprised, I'm using the Noctilucent palette from Blend Bunny still. For my actual highlighter, I'm using this shade. I went kind of lightly. I didn't want it to be like too intense. And then for my inner corner and my brow bone, I'm wearing the yellow one. I'm probably going to hit pan on that at some point. This is the shade Enlightened. I don't know how many times I've said that either, but I just love it. And then my lip combo today is from Colourpop. It's a lip liner in the shade Starship, and then I have a Pat McGrath lipstick. This is a mini in the shade Divine Rose. I ended up buying this one in a set together with the gloss and the lip liner that it came with, and I couldn't find a lip liner, so I just used another one that like somewhat matched. And I think the last thing to mention is my lashes. I'm pretty sure these are from House of Lashes, and it's the Allura Light, if I'm not mistaken, but I really like these, and I feel like they're very reliable for me. They're one of the pairs that I feel like if I know I'm going to be out all day and I know I need to have a good lash day, I tend to kind of go with those because I know the way that they look on my eyes, and I know I really like them, and I usually tend to get them on pretty nicely. And the last thing that I should probably also mention is I am wearing a very dark eyeliner today, which I usually don't, but this is in the shade Blue is the New Black from About Face, and I just wanted to try it, and it is beautiful. It went in my waterline so nicely, and it's so nice and intense, and I just kind of blended it out with the shade that I had under my eye, and I really like this look. I think this turned out beautiful. So that is the look today, and I don't know how many more looks I'm going to be able to do with these palettes. Probably, I'm thinking my plan is, you've probably seen this video already, but I think I'm going to do a look in the actual video, like combining the two palettes and then showing the looks that I've done with each of the palettes after. I think that's going to be the plan because I simply don't have time to do more with these before they launch. So that's going to be it for today's look. And this is today's sort of neutral look. I guess I would call this pretty neutral because the palette that I'm using today is quite neutral. So that sort of makes sense. So I'm actually using one from Unearthly, and this is the Warms My Blood palette. Now, they did reach out to me and ask which of the Halloween's palette I wanted in PR, and I said I wanted the So Strange palette. So it's funny that I have this because I couldn't stop thinking about this palette, so I made an order myself for this one as well as some of their lashes. So I'm using this one today, and here's what the palette looks like. It is so beautiful. Like, this is one of the most beautiful neutral palettes that I have ever seen. The shimmers are so stunning, and I used these dry today because I felt like they were almost so creamy that they were bordering on if I thought they would crease or not. So I didn't want to use any glitter glue because sometimes glitter glue can make shadows crease faster on me depending on the formula, and I just felt like because of this formula I wanted to use them dry, and they also just picked up on a brush and spread out so easily dry. So I really like this look. I think it looks beautiful. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna do a video or anything like this. I mean, I kind of filmed the look when I did it, but maybe I'll post it as a short or an Instagram or something like that. But I don't really plan on doing a dedicated video with this because I simply don't have time. And I also don't know if I'm gonna have time to do a separate video with the other palette from Unearthly. I also don't know if these are available anymore. If they are, I do have a code. It's just and it will save you 10% off. It is affiliated. But like I said, I don't know if these palettes are even available anymore, because I know it was like the Halloween release and it might have been limited edition, and I think that the second pre-order was the last. I could be wrong. I will try to link the palettes that I can find down below. I also used a new liner from Melt. I ended up putting in an order when they were having a sale. I got an email from them a couple of weeks ago. They were having like 30% off. So I just got the black gel liner because I really liked their formula. This is in the shade Onyx, and I just used that to kind of do my wing. And mostly I use shadows over the top of it, but I use that as sort of a guide to like where to put my wing, and I really like it. It's just like all the other gel liners from Melt if you have tried that formula before. Everything else on my face is the same as the previous look. When it comes to like my base, my bronzer, my blush is the same as well. I did use a different highlighter today, and I'm using the Prophecy highlighter from Highlghters because I just wanted something kind of neutrally but also interesting, and since this is a like multi-chrome, you're gonna see like green shift and stuff in different lighting, so I want to just do something a little bit more fun. For my lips today, I'm wearing a pretty nude combo. This is BFF2 lip liner from Colourpop, and my lipstick today is from Give Beauty, and it's in the shade Lovable Me. I don't even know if I've talked about this one on my channel. I bought this because Angie was raving about it because she was like, this formula is so good, and it's a really nice matte formula, and I really like this color as well. I would say that the color looks slightly darker maybe than what it actually is because the lip liner was a little bit darker than the lipstick, and I kind of layered it over the top, but it's a beautiful formula. It reminds me, I would say, of the MAC lipsticks, the matte ones. If you like those, you're probably going to like this as well. It's very comfortable. It wears very nicely. And I think the color is just really nice as well. And then lastly, my lashes today are from Unicorn Cosmetics, and these are the style Unicorn Lunar. These are sort of like a 2/3 kind of lash, and then I cut them a little bit more to make them more into half lash, and I think they're really, really nice. Like, I just wanted something not subtle, but something that just kind of enhanced the eye look, and I think that these did a really good job doing this. And yeah, I really like this look. I don't know what my next look is going to be. I'm guessing my Blend Bunny palette probably gets here today or tomorrow, but I'm probably not gonna have time to film tomorrow. I'm not sure, but why am I rambling? Because you will see that look in just a moment. Okay, so this is the last look that I've done with the Oden palettes. I did combine these in a look today. Excuse my husband who's making a lot of mess in the living room, but I did combine these in a look today, and I think it turned out so fun. Like, I am living for this look. I love this. Like, is it kind of crazy and out there? Yeah, but so am I most of the time, so it doesn't really matter. So for today, I used basically all of the same base products as always up until blush, and for blushes I decided to use two from Oden because I was like, you know what? I haven't used these in a while. I figured why not? So I'm using two, like I said. I'm using a matte one, which is the shade called Sunset Clouds. I love this color. If you guys are picking up, well, this is gonna go up later, but if you're ever picking up something from Oden and you haven't tried their face products, definitely pick one up to give it a go because these are so beautiful. And then I also topped it with this one, which is more of a blush topper. I find that this on its own isn't pigmented enough for what I like, so I like layering it over the top of a matte blush, and this is the shade called Roseate Love. Love these very, very much. My highlighter today is the yellow one from the Blend Bunny palette. I know, I'm a creature of habit sometimes, and I also use that on my brow one because I just think it is so beautiful. My lashes today are from Unearthly, and I made an order myself because I really wanted to try some of their lashes, and I also ended up getting the palettes that you saw. I show you the last look that I did. But yeah, this is in the shade Dreamlike, and I've seen so many of my friends wear these, and they've always looked beautiful, and when I ask them what lashes they're wearing and they say these, I'm like, yeah, it's time for me to try them, and I think that they're beautiful. I will say my lash application today is definitely not a 10. It's more like a 7.5, but I think they look okay. I just need to kind of wear these lashes in a little bit. I didn't really like mess with them too much and loosen them up. I kind of just plopped them right on, so they're a little bit stiff and I need to, like I said, just wear them in a little bit. But I think they're beautiful. They're very wispy and like not as dramatic as I thought they would be. So I really like that about them. I think they look really nice. My pony today, if you were wondering, is the Mia pony from, is it Mia or Maya? Not sure how to say it, but this is a long one that I got from I&H. I did buy it myself because I love these. And I said before, I wasn't sure if I would like the super long ones because I was worried they'd be too heavy and like uncomfortable to wear. But honestly, this one is so lightweight that I feel like it's lighter than some of the shorter ponies that I have. Like, I'm not sure you can see just how long this is, but it is very long and I love it. And I love just taking a little piece from the side and kind of like going like this. I think it looks beautiful. My lip combo today is a lip liner from Colourpop in the shade BFF2, and then my lipstick is from Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Super Fabulous, which is how I feel today. So that is appropriate. And I should probably mention my jewelry as well is from Ana Luisa. As always, I do have a code with them now. It's not affiliated, but I will put it on the screen. It will save you 10% off. You can always use that if you're interested in picking something up from their site. So I think that's basically it. Oh, I did use an eyeliner as well from About Face. I forgot to mention that. This is the green one in the shade Reptilian. So that's what's in my waterline. And I think that's going to be it for this look. I don't know how many looks I've done so far in this video. I feel like I'm coming up to 7. So I'll probably do, I don't know, but I'll do at least one more. So I'll show you the next look that I end up doing. Whatever that ends up being, I have no idea. So I think this is going to be the last look of this video. Like I said earlier, I don't know how many looks I've done with this, but I wanted to include one more and kind of just round everything out. So I just got this in the mail yesterday. This is the Blend Bunny All Done Up palette, and it's such a beautiful palette, and I knew I had to play with this today. I didn't like film a first impression or anything like that, and I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do that anytime soon. I mean, you're gonna see this video way after I've done that anyway, if that happens, but this is the palette that I'm using on my eyes today, and I think the look turned out beautifully. This is the formula that I love from Blend Bunny. I used this shade, this shade, this shade, and this shade. I think that was it. I just wanted to do something super simple. I don't really have a lot of time today. I also used one of the liquid lipsticks that came in the collection, and this is the shade called Doll Face. It doesn't really go with this, and I did end up getting one of the nude ones as well, and I wore that yesterday, so it's in my bag, and I just didn't feel like going to get it. But so far, I really like this formula. I think for being a matte liquid lipstick, these are very, very comfortable. I wouldn't say that they wear the absolute best so far. I wore the one last night for like 4 hours, and I had a glass of wine. I didn't drink anything, and it did kind of wear off, and it didn't look as good as when I put it on when I came home. But I mean, I think that I would rather have a lipstick that wears off a little bit rather than having it be like so stuck to my lips that it just looks really dry and uncomfortable. So I don't mind the fact that these wear off a little bit. I also didn't wear it with the lip liner because I felt like the lip liner was a little bit too dark for what I wanted the lipstick to be, and the lipstick was a little bit lighter. So I also have the lip liner that comes with this one, but again, I felt the same thing. I usually prefer my lip liners to be pretty much the same color as my lipstick and not darker, but that is just a personal preference thing. So I didn't wear the lip liner, but I have worn the lip liner already, just like trying it on, and it's super creamy. It's really easy to work with, and it has a really, really sharp tip on it. So I really like them so far. For my face today, I'm actually wearing a blush from Sigma because I didn't know what to wear, and I was like, well, I'll just put on like kind of a peachy blush and call it a day. I'm probably gonna switch out my lipstick after I'm done filming this because I do have somewhere to go, so I'm probably gonna switch this out to something a little bit more nude because I feel like the pink doesn't really go with this, and I'm also wearing like kind of leopard jeans and like a brown color, so I think I'm gonna switch it to like a brown lipstick. But I really love this blush. It's in the shade Sunset Kiss. And for my highlighter, I used this one from Half Magic. I haven't used this in a while. This is the shade called Light Trap. I really love this highlighter. I think it's just such an easy, very wearable with any look kind of color. So I'm probably gonna bring this when I travel. Again, I'll be back when you see this, but I'm just kind of trying to plan in my head what I'm going to bring. The lashes today are the same ones that I wore in the last look. It's the Dreamlike from Unearthly, and in my waterline, I have the Unearthly lip eyeliner in the shade 06. And the last thing I think I should mention is probably the liquid liner, no, the gel liner that came from Blend Bunny. This one is packaged really nicely. It actually comes with like a little seal on it, and then it was sealed on the inside again when you open it. So I have high hopes that this isn't going to dry out anytime soon. And so far I really like the formula. It's very nice and black, super easy to work with. Not too creamy, but like creamy enough that you can glide it on very nicely, and it sets really fast. So far I really like it. I think that's going to be it for this video. Oh, I should probably mention my ponytail. This is the Alley from INH. They're all from INH. I should just like stop saying that by now. Listen, they need to sponsor me because I love their ponies. I think that they are amazing and I can't stop wearing them. I think that they're so beautiful. I especially like this one because it's like kind of wavy in a way that I wouldn't know how to style my own hair. So I appreciate that in the ones that I have that have like a little bit of structure to them because I don't really know how to style my hair. So it's nice to have someone kind of do it for me. So that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching as always. If you want to see some more of these, I do have a playlist now. I'll put that right there. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.